Alright, back again, Luke here, and for those of you guys who have followed my channel for quite some time, you'll probably remember some of the stories that I've had about this board here, Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. For those of you who don't know, I've bought two of these boards so far, and neither of them have worked, and they're quite expensive boards. But I keep looking for one. I've always been looking for a Double Dragon 2 board to complete my collection. And the other day I was on the auctions, checking out eBay Auctions UK, and lo and behold, there was one auction up there for a Double Dragon 2 board. Now, this is not the Double Dragon 2 board that I got. This is one of my older ones. But with all the problems that I was having, I was kind of half tempted to buy it, and on the other half, just kind of thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just give up on this board. But it was a buy it now for £79. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to give it one last chance, and if it doesn't work, then I'm giving up. I'm not buying it again. So anyway, I got the board here yesterday, and just to show you some interesting parts here, this is my old board, but as you can see, some of these mask ROMs here, these are all soldered into the board, and you can see here that the capacitors are on the ends here. This is the exact same board that I got just yesterday. It's one of the P1 boards. But to show you the board itself, one thing that I noticed right off the bat was there's a capacitor missing off of the right corner, and that really worried me. A lot of the mask ROMs are put into removable sockets, which is kind of a good thing, but it also means that the board has been worked on before. These tabs here, or these stickers over these EPROMs, these are not the original factory stickers for that. But the guy told me, he said that it does work, and he would give a 28-day warranty for this. So if there was any problems, to let him know, which I thought was really cool. So picked it up and got it home, and after I noticed these missing parts here, and noticed that everything had been kind of tinkered with a little bit, thought to myself, should I go and replace that capacitor, or should I just leave it? Because if I replace it, then that kind of voids any kind of warranty, because I've already done work to the board. But if I plug it in the way it is, it might just, you know, die. So I was kind of left with a difficult choice, but I went with the latter of the two, and, you know, just said, well, if it doesn't work, then I'm sending it back. I'll just get my money back and buy something else. But the game works. A long story short, Double Dragon 2, I finally have a Double Dragon 2 board that works. So figured we could turn this thing on here and let you guys see what I mean. Finally, after years of trying to get this board, I finally got one that works. So let's kill the lights here, show you. Really happy. Yeah, but you can see for yourself, the board's working. Really happy about that. So to kind of make this video a little bit more interesting, I suppose, I have Double Dragon 1 here. I know it doesn't look like it. It says Technos over there. This one is the only board that I have that, you know, doesn't say Double Dragon 1. I thought that was kind of interesting. Then we have Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, with a void sticker over the top of it. And finally, we have Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone. So let's kind of pop these on here one at a time so you can see the full collection, and just something to do. But really happy to have this whole thing here. So I'll just point that there, put this on one, And I'm not sure how loud the first one's going to be, so it might be a little bit too loud. Let's kill, or give it a shot. Just kind of put them all together, I guess. So you got Double Dragon 1 here. Double Dragon 1, when I first got this board, it had some cracked ceramic capacitors, and it had one IC chip that was bad on it, so I replaced the IC and I put the ceramic capacitors back in it, and this thing runs much faster. Really, really smooth. So, happy about that one. There's good old Double Dragon 1. We'll just put these in a row, I guess. Hopefully this isn't too boring for you guys, but I just showed you Double Dragon 2. You can watch it again, yay! Alright. I just love that intro. The other Double Dragon 2 board that I have, that's sitting over here, is completely toast. It doesn't work at all. It had a bunch of broken traces on it. But even after replacing the traces, all of the solder joints are bad all over the board. It's just old. It's been sitting out in a shed or something. And yeah. I have one more that's sitting in my storage locker, and I was able to get that halfway to start up. It starts up, the screen doesn't play sound, but when you put in a coin it locks up. And it won't show any of the characters, so I'm guessing it might be a lot of different problems, but so yeah, there is Double Dragon 2. And for those of you, I know that it's probably very rare, but there may be a few people out there who have never seen Double Dragon 3, so I figured we could plug that one in as well. This is kind of the widely hated game by a lot of people. It's not too bad as far as the game goes, but you have to put in like more credits. The more credits you put in, the more moves you get, which is kind of a cheap thing. And on top of that, the character design is totally different, so I'll let you see what I mean here. We'll pop this one on. Nope. I think I'm going to have to mess with my... let's see here. There we go. To mess with my sync for this one.
Double Dragon 3, the Regretted Stone.
So here's what Double Dragon 3 looks like. The characters look, you know, pretty much nothing like they did in 1 or 2. A lot different look. But nonetheless, you know, I can't knock the game too much. If you got it at home and you can put in a dozen credits, and you try not to think of it as a Double Dragon game, essentially, you know, just by the looks, it's not too bad. But this is one that a lot of people just really didn't like. But nonetheless, there is the set. So I have Double Dragon 1, 2, and 3. Very, very happy to have all 3 of these now that I have a complete collection for this. Now I just have to work on a couple more boards for complete collections of other arcade systems. So I have Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, well, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, so I guess I need regular or Mortal Kombat 3 and Mortal Kombat 4. And then I just need to pick up one more game for my Hyper Neo Geo 64 collection, which is Samurai Spirits, or Samurai Showdown, just the first one. And I'll have a complete Hyper Neo Geo 64 collection. But just figured I'd show you guys the set here, now that I have everything together. Everything is working finally. Double Dragon 2 is live. And yeah, I'm really happy to have all three of these now. But hopefully the video wasn't too long or too boring for you, but that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.